the Arsenal game, FA Cup replay. Now Arsenal have been playing in the UEFA Cup. They obviously won here 5-2 against Leeds after being 3-1 down in the first leg away. So they've got like quite a heavy schedule. So hopefully, as that game was only, oh, it was 6 days ago, and I've played twice since then. Oh, they're not going to play a very weak team, are they here? Which is a pain. So I guess this is au revoir to our FA Cup adventures. Anyway, let's have a look at it. So that late goal in the other game really stuffed us. This is going to be a real big problem. This is going to be an incredibly big problem. If Arsenal is still playing this formation when we get to the Premier League, then my formation will just not do against it. Like, it just doesn't work against this formation. So I will have a little think about what we do every time we play a team playing this formation. Obviously, punching them is a good idea. Yeah, not ideal. And this is why, because um, the game doesn't really deal with single striker formations very well. So this is why you can score incredible amounts of goals if you have a one striker formation for that striker. So Henry obviously having all of the attempts. So yeah, I will have a little think about that. So that's not ideal. Obviously, we're now in the League Cup final, not the FA Cup final. So after losing to Arsenal, we're now playing Chelsea, who play a formation that isn't as broken on the game, as you can see. So we have a better chance against these. However, they are still an extremely good squad. I've put Iglesias in instead of um, Neitzel, so we'll see. So hopefully we can do something here. Apparently not. Just frustrating. Okay, Flanagan's doing well. We'll change Iglesias for Neitzel. I really need to do that. I'm not sure which keeners they've got. Oh, different Robbie Keane. Yeah, we're having all the chances, we're having all the shots, obviously. Frustrating that we've not scored yet. But you know, so he is. Okay, I'm going to try and do this one slower this time. Hom scored. Lampard missed and missed scored. Off the bar. So we win it on penalties. That's 2 penalty successes. That's fantastic. Obviously Tommy Smith is insane on this one. Colin Cole's very good. Gallus very good. Glenn Reeves isn't. Leon Knight's very good. Robert Huth very good. They're just an extremely good team. That I'm happy that we've beaten on penalties. So yeah, we'll take that. That means we're in Europe next season when we're in Division 1. Okay. Since we played Chelsea, we've played 4 league games, as you can see. We first played Rotherham. Iglesias has now become the de facto first choice central midfielder, pushing Neitzel out. So, like I said before, I need to set his transfers a little lower. These players are incredibly replaceable. John Welsh, I know he's a fan favourite. I don't like him. Don't play him. He's a good player, but he's not good enough. They've also got Sholamiobi, so they've got quite a decent team. Um, Dean Delaney getting a 4 in goal, I think a bit harsh. Then we won 3-0 away at Wigan. Lee McCulloch's still there. He usually does quite well. Um, Lopez been playing some games, like I said before. He's got a pretty decent attribute spread for a striker, and he's got pretty decent physicals, but he's just not good enough, I don't think, for where we're going, where we don't need eyes, obviously. Marek as well this is his last season. He's been a really good servant to the team, but I just don't think he cuts the mustard when we get to the next division. Then we beat Walsall 4-0. Funnily enough, Hishashi, who's out at the end of this season, only on £90, doesn't want to leave the club. Ah well, he will be leaving the club. He's alright. Maybe I'll keep him for £90 a week. Walsall, no one here that's incredibly good. Alvito is the one I said, like, you can get him. He does well in the lower divisions. And then we beat Reading 3-1. Savage scoring against me again. Doing my head in. I've already said how good he is. Butler's a decent centre forward. Scores quite a lot of goals. Needs better technique, and he'll score more goals. And that's pretty much it. So Alex Neil's also quite a decent player for you to pick up. However, I would not pick him up. And as you can see, Seymour's just come in, got him out of the match. Just, yeah, 2 assists because of his crossing, dribbling, axis. So, but he'll be going. So yeah, we're playing Blackpool in the Vans final. I will meet you when the squad is ready. We've played Blackpool twice before in our Championship Manager history. We beat them 3-1 away this season. Right, they've got Aaron Winter, and we beat them 1-0 at home. They've had quite a lot of shots. They've dominated both the games because they play this disgusting formation, another centralised formation. I know my formation is sort of centralised, but it's just like this block in the middle of the pitch. At least we're not like 5 at the back. And we'd have a player sent off in that one. Why play so badly in this one? Who knows? Right, so this is the last. I don't know if I've got 5 subs as well. Last sort of game of the season. Well, not last game of the season. One of the last games of the season. So 2 of the Leicester celebrated players there. Flanagan with a goal. Obviously, you know why I rate him highly. Lots of assists. I don't know why he's got so many assists. Probably the teamwork. And Hishashi, obviously these 3 attributes really good for him. Let's see the condition of people. Glazius can come off because he's a bit tired. Okay. And that's 5th goal of the season for centre back. That's all good. And then Lopez. So Lopez is my highest rated centre forward, so that's why he's had this game. Good goalkeeping. This is the first time we've really dominated them, though. The left hook thrower, again, really good physicals. Just incredibly good player. 12k. I think you can get him probably on most games, I assume. So if you do want to play along, not all these players are as good as they are on this one. Because obviously there's a randomness, but I think he usually is. So that's the Vans Trophy. I will see you at the end of the season for the review. As we move towards the final game of the season, after the 4-1 win against Blackpool in the Vans final, we then won 5-0 against Norwich. Gioletta coming on, scoring a hat-trick. So like I said before, he's leaving very soon. He's on under 30 quid a week. The reason that I'm not keeping him is because obviously how much he wants. So obviously I'm not gonna give him more money. I don't want to pay loads of money for him because only a secondary striker with a 8.13 average rating, really good. Neitzel, I believe he's on £950 a week. He won't be staying for the next one. £950 a week as well. I'm more willing to let him go. In fact, I'm willing to let all of them go. There's no one here that's, apart from Adamidis, whom I might not let go. So yeah, did really well here. Marek's still doing his runs, Neitzel's still doing his runs. But yeah, quite impressive that. Then we beat Brighton 5-1. It's almost like the team just sort of like comes alive at this time of the season. Hodges just doing a little tour around the country. So he's a great player, always worth buying. Marek again, just being really good. Just this is probably his level. Iglesias has just come on and scored a load of goals. He's replaced Neitzel in the squad. Just keeps scoring. Then we won 4 against QPR and he got 4 goals. Doesn't actually do as well. I say he doesn't do any runs. There you go. He's got 19. So sometimes these players, for some reason, and I don't know why, they just go mad on the runs. I don't know if it's the formation, it's the players they play against, it's the randomness, whatever it is. But yeah, 19 runs, absolutely obscene. Then we beat Peterborough. Flanagan doing lots of tackles, and then our runs are back to like normal, doesn't do a single run. So, a bit mad. And then away at Oxford, Neitzel comes back in the team. Flanagan not really doing well on his tackles, and then just 1 run. Oxford have got Micah Hyde, who's really good, someone that's worth buying if you get a chance. Musto's usually very good on this game as well. So yeah, the teams are getting better. Sam Stockley's always a favourite as well. So the teams are getting better, but our team are just very, very good now. We're top of the league, but we'll have a look at the league and all that after this game against Cambridge. So I'm going to put the team of the highest rated players in. So that's how I pick my best team. It's just whoever's doing the best at the time. I just let Championship Manager decide for me who should be my forward line. So Gilletta and Lopez have now got a higher average rating than Arm and Turretin, so they're going to play. And let's put the contributor fast so you can read it. So yeah, Lopez really has been boshing the goals. So, like last season, I've got new players coming in this time. We just can't contain Jamie Hughes. Nope, we just can't, can we? I think Cambridge doing okay. You've got Jamie Hughes who we just can't contain. Yeah, pace. David Pratt. Oh, that's not him. David Pratt. Steve Foster. We spoke about these before. Yeah, everyone's relatively fit. I guess Delmas for Henning in the second half. Seems about right. Iglesias just deciding that it's time to score a couple of goals. The return of Justin Jackson. So, like I said before, he's really good. You can get him pretty cheap if you want. He works a lot to the Premier League, really. So their attack's really good with Jackson and Hughes. Incredibly good, actually. Only 2 runs from Iglesias with 2 goals. Marek, 5 runs. Leandro, man of the match for his assist and 4 key passes. So this is something I was meant to say ages ago. The thing about wingers is they get more key passes than anybody. I know Flanagan's got 3 there, but this is why they're so powerful in the game. So a centralised formation's good. We should always have wingers on it as well. That's why I do quite like this. Obviously, this is better. Arguably, this is better still. Moving to this sometimes works okay as well. Because you still got your central midfielder here, then you've got your 3-man attack. You want either 3 or 1 up front. But I do think that something like this is best. I know some people put arrows up, but you shouldn't put arrows. Arrows have certain properties that are worth using, but to make a player move into certain positions, it's sort of like whip bobbing when you use arrows, but not exactly. That's just for another video. Anyway, so that's that. So let's have a look at the overall season. Hopefully this stops very quickly, otherwise I have to chat. So, won the league, 127 goals, 6 losses is horrific, really. Overall, we had the top 3 players in the league. We probably had more than the top 3 actually. It's just that not all of them played enough games. McPhee, obviously, 34 goals. Yeah, we're not catching him. Our players just didn't play enough games in the league. We never really get many penalties. No penalties again this season. Assists. Wingers always get a lot of assists. Like I said, so Wade Elliott's a winger. I think Jeb Brannan's a passing midfielder for Wigan. Amazing. Bolton had played on the wing for Grimsby. Yellow cards, we always like to do well in this one. Einarson absolutely killing it there. Red cards. Jeez, 3 red cards. Man of the match, Iglesias, even though he only played 16 games. Ridiculous. Pass completion, obviously we like good passes. Tackles per game, Flanagan's won this one. Adams is someone I'd like to have got. Ross Johnson, who's just a hack player. Dribbles per game. Now that's a surprise. I don't know why Martinez has got so many dribbles per game. I have no idea. Absolutely none. So these aren't a surprise, but that is. If anybody knows, please let me know. Shots on target, no, we are the wayward ones. So team stats, obviously goals, 127. That'll do us. So let's have a look at the squad. So we'll do defenders first. Stats, competitions, nope. Stats, senior club. So most appearances for Henning and Keenan. All of them got quite a few goals except Delmas. And assists, which is mad. Obviously, Hiroki's not Shishi's not a centre back. All of them except Henning got a man of the match. And then when we look at the tackles per game, obviously you want at least 3 tackles per game. And then some of them are just making some dribbles a game. An average rating, anything over 7 is good. Peter Henning gets 7.3 as a central defender. The centre of the central defenders is absolutely crazy. That's like a ridiculously high score if you use a central defender. To our midfielders, obviously Neitzel scored the most goals, 22-29. Then Iglesias, I think his long shots must be helping here. So what's nice about this game is sometimes I'll get like attribute spreads that I've not seen before, and they'll just happen to be really good. That's one of them. In terms of assists, wingers obviously got the most assists, and then our passing midfielder. Sometimes passing midfielders will outscore them. In terms of man of the match, obviously loads of them got different man of the matches. No one's really very good at passing, which is a shame. Tackles, Flanagan, Evans. Marek getting 2.1 tackles per game is quite insane. Then dribbles, obviously, Iglesias and Neitzel. And then average rating, Iglesias still. Mariano's our most expensive player, probably because of his contract. Yeah, because of his contract. So I didn't really want to give him such a big contract, but I haven't found anyone better than him. And our attackers, lots of goals from our attackers, obviously. Gioletta coming in clutch at the end, Lopez coming in clutch at the end. Quite a few of these are leaving the club. Nitzel likes to tackle, but he's not an attacker. And then dribbles, no one really. Average rating, Gioletta and Lopez were my best at the end, which is a bit strange. And that's this season wrapped up. I've got a few transfers coming in, but I will show you all of the. Most of them are attackers actually. I'm buying a load of attackers. Don't need that many attackers, do I? I'll buy them and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with them. I only need 2, so I'll show you them pre-season for the next game, and I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, next time I see you, we'll be in Division 1 and we'll be at the first game of the season.